You have a lot of tips really to help out everyone, all parties, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I know we're going to be talking more about kind of the top anxieties that parents and kids face. But one of the things that go back to school can increase a lot of anxiety. And so to kind of address some of these, I've written a couple of children's books. This one is on ADHD and this one is on dyslexia. And the main goal for these books, Mark, is I really wanted to talk about creating awareness for converting those learning disabilities into superpowers. Because especially if a child has learning challenges, that makes them even more nervous about heading back to school.
Now, one of the questions that I have, if a child has a learning disability with both that you mentioned, is there a spectrum, if you will? Like, is it all or nothing, or are there degrees of having these?
That is such a great question, Mark, and I get that from parents all the time. Really, it's more a type of dyslexia or a type of ADHD. So with ADHD, you could be the inattentive, the ADD subtype, but you could also be the hyperactive impulsive subtype.
And one of the things I love about this, that again, if a child is diagnosed, knowing that there's a certain skill set that you might have because of that, I think is something that, you know, would make them smile and happy.
Yes.
And then you could own that, and I think that's pretty neat.
Thank
that you're
you.
doing that. And now one of the things too, you have also tips when it comes to learning. One of them, move it.
Yes.
That's what you called it.
Yes, I did, because there's so much growing research that's coming out right now to show that that traditional sedentary type of classroom and learning isn't doing our kids any favors. So we need them to move. And one study followed children over a whole year, and they compared that to a traditional seated classroom. And they found that the kids who moved, whether it was a jumping jack or walking around the classroom, when they learned math and spelling, had significantly higher scores in learning compared to the traditional seated children.
Wow, and you know, that's something that maybe if the class, if they're not doing that, then maybe when your child is doing homework,
Exactly.
it's a strategy that you could actually employ for them to do.
Yes.